Reports predict that the creator economy will reach $528 billion by 2030. I'm afraid becoming a content creator isn't optional anymore, and all those who ignore this will get left behind in 2025. And man, thank God I started late 2024 and not delayed this any further. And I've been trying to say this so many times, and what do you know, in the last few months, everybody has been literally repeating my same exact advice. You see people saying that YouTube changed their lives.
YouTube changed my life in 6 weeks.
You see kids building wealth because they're early adopters of social media, and you see small channels like me signing clients from day one. It's just crazy. Boys, in this video, I deliver some facts that I uncovered after years of working with top creators, making decent money online, and a few months of starting my own channel. This is why you should stop wasting time and how going all in content creation will be the best decision that you'll make in 2025. Let me share a quick story of how I became obsessed with personal branding and how it's basically all what I talk about in this channel. You know, I was just like you, minding my own business, binge watching all these creators' videos on how to get to 10, 20, 100k a month, thinking that somehow I'm being productive watching that same old generic crap. I already had a business at the time and I was doing pretty well. You know, these are some screenshots from my first few months, and I thought I was finally on my track to this six-figure goal. I would have the occasional thought of becoming a creator here and then, but that was as far as it went. Just a thought. It was always in the format of one day, yeah, it'll happen, but not now. I have things to do. Maybe when I'm very successful. People don't give a shit about a random kid yapping on their screen. Now, as days, months, and years went on, I was doing good, but then I suddenly noticed that it was getting increasingly hard to get clients. What's going on? People don't trust you anymore. While I was still watching all these creators online on YouTube and Instagram, and they weren't struggling, they were actually hitting bigger numbers than ever before. And I was confident that my service was 10 times better than them, but they get clients and I don't. Alright, that's it. Let's try this YouTube thing. I take 30 days to produce my first ever video. I perfect every single second, and here we go. I'm ready to get famous. I hit upload, boom, 300 views. Huh. Not bad, but still no clients from YouTube. Let's try again. This time it only takes 7 days. Boom, 500 views. Nice, but still 0 clients from YouTube. Then it hit me. Those two first videos had nothing to do with the product that I was selling. It doesn't make sense, right? I'm trying to sell a thing and I'm making content about a completely different thing. I get back to scripting. I make a video that is actually related to my product. And this time I make it personal. I include my own story, my history with YouTube and content creation, so people would relate to me and trust me. Bam, 5k views. Nice. How about clients? 4 new booked calls. What? With one single video? I didn't even put any links in the description. How did they contact me? That's when the picture finally came together. Everything clicked now. All these creators still made more money, not because they were better or had a better product than me, but because they looked more trustworthy. They were all recession proof. They legitimized their image by posting valuable content online. And man, with all due respect, there are many low IQ people who are begging all the profits from attention just because they play the game. Meanwhile, intelligent people who can truly add value to the market, to the platform, are still afraid of hitting record. And I suddenly remembered that the reason that I bought everything that I ever bought on the internet is because someone convinced me to. So that was lesson 1. Until you exist on social media, you will always be outperformed by people who do, especially in a trust recession. Now, for people who don't know about it already, there's a reason it got harder to sign clients. And it's not only me, it's every single business. There are clear signs of a trust recession happening as I'm recording this video, especially in the info product space, and it is getting worse in 2025. AKA, people don't just pull out their credit cards at the sight of your Facebook ad anymore. But again, those who are already present on social media won't be affected. They won't have to deal with this problem. They are recession proof. Think of it like a zombie apocalypse happened in the city and it's all a giant mess and everybody's panicking and screaming all around. Who would you trust most in this situation? The logical answer is those you know for a very long time. I know it's a kind of a weird analogy, but it's all what I could think of. So that's what a personal brand does. It builds long-term connections. And here comes lesson 1.5. When trust in a market dips, it doesn't just vanish. This is not how things work. If a certain category of people are deemed to be less trustworthy because they sold shady products in the past, the trust is redirected to another space. And what is this new space? It's the value creators, especially authentic value creators, people who give, and then ask. They are the new market on which people spend their hard-earned money, especially that today's economy isn't doing them any favor. People think a lot before working with you these days. And this is the beautiful thing about this whole becoming a creator thing, and it is what's going to allow especially new creators to easily grow and monetize and sell in 2025. Think about it. People are now looking for authentic creators that they can trust. The era of people who flash Lamborghinis is over. Buyers developed a resistance for those kind of creators. Creators who share honest insights and valuable information in the form of solving specific problems are the one who are gonna win the trust of buyers in 2025. So if you start a channel, for example, which is what I would recommend because YouTube is the best platform for long authentic content, you can easily blow up if that was your goal, or start making money from your first 90 days if that was your goal. Even YouTube is now recommending small channels more often. It has never been easier to be a content creator. Not just easier, but it has never been more rewarding both financially and mentally. Here's what I'm talking about. Check this out. I call this the content flywheel. It's one of the most significant concepts that I ever came to wrap my head around. And content creators just don't talk about this enough, and I don't get it, man. It all starts with the first piece. You're nobody, you don't contribute to society with anything, you only consume, soaking up useless content all day. You post your first piece of content, you teach something, and by extension you learn something from it. Your content starts leveling you up as a person, as creation is the ultimate form of self-improvement, because to create a true, valuable piece of content, you are required to do research, read, watch educational videos, consume value creators' content. You have to learn and then experiment and then add your own unique perspective on top to create something new. That knowledge will compound over time and you will become better than 99% of people and creators who learn but not really create. If you want to change the world, pick up your pen and write. And here's the thing, at the same time, you learn the rules of social media and you're building this in public. People are going to see your work, so you're building a following of your journey, interacting with your story, and ultimately building a community. And the person who has a community is a leader. By being a leader, an authority, you will easily be able to monetize that community by leveraging your skill, the thing that you teach to your community, as you will have people who like you and like your worldview. Then you sell an info product. Keep in mind that selling info product or coaching is just the easiest and most logical thing to do as a beginner to monetize your skill. As you go, you start exploring more opportunities. You can transition to anything like a service-based business or even SaaS. Now, building your brand, as I said, is the highest leverage of your time, as the value vault, like I call it, that you will build will have a compound effect. And the more you put into it, the more clients it produces exponentially. And this is the most important thing that you should be doing. You should take that value vault and fill it with as much value as you can. And you get that value through consuming the right type of content, leveling up in your own business or your own endeavor, synthesizing knowledge, and creating something worth watching and worth consuming for your audience that will actually change their lives. Now, most people are concerned with this stupid thing, the rules. They always think that there is some kind of magic tip or trick that will blow up their channel, blow up their social media. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but that doesn't exist. Yes, there are people who do it better than others because some people are talented at content creation, and there are people who are better at the game because they have been in it longer. It's okay to be confused. That happens when you're new. Just create, evaluate, and learn from people who did it before you. By this, don't mean that you should go viral because I couldn't care less. You can't deposit views into your bank account. But learn how to create an honest brand. Learn how to create you on social media. A personal brand that makes you money from day one, just like I did. If you want to learn in detail how smart people make money in 2025, I made a full detailed guide for serious people with every little detail that you need to know. No cuts, no editing, just pure value for those who truly want to learn, not just pass time. All right, bye.